Good afternoon. Huh?
Good afternoon.
Okay, so we will start to share with you. You have sent to me the WhatsApp,
Mm-mm.
right? And we want to identify your questions. Altogether,
Okay.
there are 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll go through the 13, and I have put beside it, actually, it's under what discipline. It can be
Okay.
finance, marketing, sales, or HR, and so forth. So if you look at this this Excel worksheet, you will see here respond 1A, 1B. This number tie back to these numbers here. Okay.
Okay. Understood.
So we look at the first one,
Hmm?
how to increase capital involve investors. Okay. So let's discuss. Now, if your company needs money, you have basically two types of doing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have a new shares allocation or you can go for the bank loan.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So for new share allocation, is there any real problem? Do you have a clear solution and a business plan? If you have a if you have a problem and you have a solution, then you make a business plan. If you have no problem, why you want to increase your share capital? Who want to invest in you?
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the next step is you have to think about the business model.
Mm.
The investor will want to know how you make money right now,
Mm.
and whether if there's a problem and you have a business plan, will you increase your market? What's the
Mm.
market potential? And how you will use this money? Buy machine, take over another company. And this is a very critical one. Does your business have a competitive advantage? Now, the word competitive advantage means your company have a certain advantage that your customer will buy from you or come and see you instead of seeing your competitor. That is the key point.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say, for example, maybe you want to open another clinic. Okay. So
Mm.
you're going for new shares allocation. So is there a problem? Maybe problem is you want to diversify or something like that. You have a clear solution, okay, and then you have a business plan, and this is what they're going to look at. If you're going to use the money just to open another clinic, whereby in the new location there's a lot of clinics, maybe they say no. Okay, so the investor will be looking at actually risk management. Okay, so you need to identify the money is for what kind of problem. Do you have a solution for this problem? And if you have these two, then
Mm-hmm.
you can try to make your business plan. Okay. Now, if you are going for the bank always look at your ability to pay them back. So they need to look at your business plan again, which is the same as here, top one. Your future profit, then consider the risk. And they also got rough indicator, may change from bank to bank. The loan repayment on the monthly basis should not be more than 30 to 40% of your monthly net cash flow. Now, what do you mean by monthly net cash flow? It's not profit. It's the amount of incremental of money that you receive in a month. Let's say, for example, you collected $100 and you pay off maybe $80, so you only got $20 balance. They will only give you, okay, maybe let's say a 40% of 20. That means you can only pay back $8. And for that $8, how many years loaned? Okay, how many years loaned and what is the uh, loan amount? So if you ask for a certain amount, let's say 1 million over 10 years, and they will calculate and see what is the loan amount that you can get. Okay, based on whatever required, then they will look at the income. So the answer boils down to who is willing to give you the money. Okay, so let's look at a simple example. Okay,
Okay.
we can do an app. Okay, okay, maybe I pinjam that, whatever. Okay, let's look at it. Oh, you need to download. It's not a good one. Hang on. Oh, that's no. Hang on. That's a rough one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say, for example, you want to lend 100K. Okay. And let's say you want to pay 10 years, so 240 months. And the bank, the interest rate, let's say is 7% roughly. Okay. So they will calculate. So you will need to pay. That's how they actually start from 200 over K you have to pay, because it's the interest plus the principal amount. So let's say, for example, this is the balance about 239K, and you pay this one. So it's about 240K. In other words, if you want to borrow 100K, you actually have to pay the bank 240K. That means the interest is 140K. You understand? Okay. So the total amount that you need to pay, you add up together is, I think, 1K.
Yeah.
Right? So if it's 1K, your 40%, okay? Okay, that means I take 1K divided by 0.4. Okay? If you take 1K divided by 0.4, okay, so plus 1K divided by 0.4, you need to have net cash flow every month, 2,005. Okay, so you must have cash flow 2,005, then, okay, the bank will give you 100K for 10 years based on 7% interest. So this means the figure may change, okay? And let's say, for example, you want to do it in 10 years time, so 120, maybe the interest, let's say you negotiate very well. So calculate it. Okay, for 200K, you may be paying what is 26 is 320K. So 120K will be the interest. Okay, that means every month 2667. So if that's 2667, you must have net
6,000 plus 6667.
Okay, so you no need to go to the bank and ask them. You can right now do a rough calculation. Okay, how much you want? Go and look at your newspaper. How much is your the years you want to pay back, and you can go newspaper and check what's the interest rate, and you can calculate, and you have got a figure, and that figure divided by 0.4. That is your monthly net cash flow. Is that understood?
Okay, understood.
Hello, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me, sir? Understood.
Hello?
Yes.
You can understand what I'm saying?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
No, okay. So that will take care of your question number one.
Right.
How to increase capital or involve investor. Basically, if you are a Sindiran Berhad, you have a little bit of problem because you cannot be more than 20 members. Right? Right now you got
Okay.
2, so you must go and get another maximum 18. And if the amount is quite huge, the 18 people may not have enough money. That's why I ask you to consider a bank loan. And if you're looking at get bank loan, they may ask you to put guarantor or something like that. Okay,
Right.
so no. Okay.
Okay.
Any question?
Yeah. No. Okay.
Okay, now we go to response number 2, extra cash. Would you recommend whatever option? Okay, so there are a few options. Bank fixed deposit, buy shares in another company. You can buy government bonds or company bonds. Plow back into own business, pay more dividend, or you do a share buyback. Okay, now look at the advantage and disadvantage. I just list down 2, and what is the risk profile? So if you're going to put a fixed deposit, it's not an issue, very safe, because the bank will give you the return unless the bank go bankrupt, which is very rare. So disadvantage, low return, very low risk. Now you buy shares in another company, high return, potential to capital gains, but you have to worry about high price volatility. Now normally, I will recommend you if you're investing in shares, you don't look at the share price every minute, every day, you'll get panic. Because the price go on, the price go down one. Most of the big, let's say, funds, okay, venture capital or whatever funds, you know how often they look at the shares, no? Price once a quarter, okay, once a quarter they just look. They don't look in every day. They don't get nervous, because when you buy, you have to pay the remiser a certain amount, okay, commission charges. When you sell, you also have to pay the commission charges. So if you buy and you sell and you buy and you sell, a lot of money go to the commissioner, go to the commission for the remiser. And the remiser want you to be active. Why? Because each time you buy and sell,
They get money.
the remiser get commission.
Yeah.
He wants the commission because he wants to feed his family, buy new house, buy new car. Okay? And he always will tell you, he will always try and tell you what? Oh, we have a new very good tip. I've been following this company very well. Let me tell you, when the remiser give you a good tip, in practical, you are the last one to know. Because the asshole in the market already know long ago. Okay? Now, if you can get information that is not available to the public and you buy shares, that is against the law. Under the Company Act, that is called insider trading. Okay? So, how should you buy shares? You can have few ways. You can look at the dividend yield, and the more important one is to look at the earnings per share. And we have various industrial. Maybe you have industrial, you may have a consumer product, you may have construction, so various type of industry. So please select which one. You don't have to select one share, you can select a combination of shares, right? Look at the earnings per share. If you are interested in growth, or if you are interested in getting a regular dividend, look at the dividend ratio. Okay, so high return, diversify. Now, the next one is to buy bonds. In Malaysia, bonds means government bonds, treasury bonds, khazanah bonds. Okay, in other countries, that will be inclusive of company issuing bonds. Okay, but in Malaysia, it's not popular because we don't worry about. We are a bit worried about this company go bankrupt. So buy bonds, regular stable income. Now there are 2 types of bonds. One is very simple. You give the government 100, and then after 1 year, the government give you 110. Okay. The other type of bond is a discount bond. Is you give 90. 1 year later, the government give you 100. Okay, the interest rate is a little bit different. So you need bonds is actually very secure. Now we used to say, okay, if you got extra money, 60% of the money go to shares, and 40% go to bond. Now when we talk about shares, we're talking about in another public listed company, not private company. If you're going to buy shares in a private company, later you want to sell, is an issue. Maybe I should put down there very clearly. Okay. Don't buy shares in the private limited company, because later even they need the money, how you going to sell it to, you have to fine. Okay. So normally we'll say 60-40, and within this 60 also you want to have a few type of shares, depending how you want to do the spread. Okay, bonds also can be 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years. Okay, it's also traded. Now, another best way is to plow back into your own business, support your business growth, and you know your business, right? So if you think your business is going to grow bigger and you need money, so you may need to plow it back. Okay, medium high risk, or you need to pay more dividends. You can pay off dividends with the extra money as long as it's out of profit. Okay, previous year's profit also can, as long as the dividend must be paid out of profit. Okay. Now, the other one is quite popular in US, which is called the share buyback. The company have issued shares, and we have many shareholders. So the company go to the stock exchange and buy back the share. And once the company buy back the share, they can, how do I say, cancel off the shares. So maybe last time they got 1 million shares outside. Okay, so they buy back maybe 100,000. So when the company buy back 100,000, right? So they will cancel. Now the balance of share is 900K. Now, does it affect the company profit? No, the company still run its own business. It's only the number of shares become lesser. Now, this is legal. It's not say illegal. And why is it that common? Right now, in outside world, a lot of things is unclear, right? A lot of ambiguity. There's a lot of feeling of danger. So when company got extra money, they do not know what to do with it, right? They cannot plow back into their own business because business situation not so good. They don't want to put in the bank. They don't want to put in the bond. Okay, so they take the money, either pay more dividend out or buy back the shares. So when you buy back the shares, let's say you got 1 million shares. Let's say, for example, you have 1 million profit and you got 1 million shares. Okay, so each share is 1 million divided by 1 million. Now, when you buy back, your profit business is still the same. You got 1 million profit, but now your shares is 900K. So earnings per share is 1.1. So when people see earnings from share last year was 1, now it's 1.1. So investors sometimes are very happy. They assume that you will increase your earnings per share. So this is one way of doing assess money. But this can only be done if you're quite confident. If you're not confident, you share buyback already, and then later on you may want to use money, then you come back to your have to give bank loan and have to give a new share allocation. Now, also another thing, bank loan, they may ask you for guarantor. Okay, and directors will be a guarantor, personal guarantor, or if you don't want to give them guarantor, you may have to give them some asset on hold. Some banks, if they lend you 1 million, they want you to put 100,000 as FD for them. Therefore, net cash out to you is 900K. They give you 1 million, please give back 100K to FD. So your loan is still on 1 million and the interest is still on 1 million. Okay, and that deposit, okay, wait, let me see first. OCBC Bank, little bit dangerous. When you deposit this extra cash back, they don't give you interest. You need to negotiate. Other banks maybe not so bad. Okay, I have a bad experience with OCBC Bank. Okay, when you when you pay early or something like that, right? When you put deposit in to reduce your loan, because you want to put deposit in your loan because now you got extra money, right? And they treat it as deposit. They don't reduce the interest. So you just let them keep that money for nothing. Let them, I mean, you let them money for nothing. So terrible bank, OCBC Bank. Okay.
Okay.
Is the practical.
Good to know. Good to know.
No, I cannot hear you. You have to speak louder.
Good to know. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so far okay?
Yes, good. Very good.
Okay, so now we go to the third one. This is your question. Marketing advertisement. What good social platform? Okay. Get data from your current customer base. That's what I want you to do. So I want you to split out into young children, teenager, young working adult, older working adult, older retired person. These are the age. Tell me how many people you have in the various category. And for each category, the here over means these are their favorite media. Okay, so for young children, they are using YouTube Kid because the parents control TikTok, and also there's a Facebook called Facebook Messenger Kid. Okay, there's young children, so they don't have the others. Okay, so if you're a teenager, you're using TikTok, what else? Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. Okay, if you are working adult, you'll be using TikTok, what else? Instagram, Snapchat, and also you're using LinkedIn, okay, and Twitter and Facebook. Okay, they use a lot. So older you will see nearly the same, but they use YouTube, okay, and they also use Pinterest, okay. This is for a very good networking one. That's why they always use this one, okay. And older adult. So let's go and count. Here's 1, 3, 0. So I put 3 now. So 3, 3, 3. So if you want to do advertising on social media, right? Chances are you should use TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Link. Okay. Now, depending, if you have if here's grand total is, for example, 1,000, and majority is here, so you should be using either TikTok, Instagram, any one of them. Okay, you may spread it out. The problem is, here comes the money.
Yes.
Okay, so now I put down there for you. Now, before that, I split into clinic advertisement. You should know, there's got the Medicine Advertising and Sales Act. Okay, Medicine Advertising Board of Regulation Act, Private Healthcare Facility and Service Act, and Medical Devices help. Let's say, for example, you are promoting some services for medical devices, ultrasonic, MRI, or whatever it is. Okay, okay. So, and then this is a summary for medical clinic advertising. You have to ensure content is factual, ethical, evidence-based. You need to obtain pre-approval from the Medicine Advertising Board. Okay, this is inside this act. Okay, so avoid exaggerated claims, comparison with other clinic, and testimonial in public ads. Do not advertise discount, give free treatment. For devices, MRI, for example, MRI equipment, follow MDA, okay, regulation, and include required registration numbers for that device. You must comply with ethics. Okay, this is the normal one. So this is a summary. This for clinic. But if you're doing skincare advertisements, please be aware you have a national pharmaceutical regulatory agency, cosmetic guidelines, and also you have general advertising standard. This is under the Malaysian advertising standards. Okay. Now what happened? See, this one is by law. If you don't follow, you get into trouble, fine or jail or whatever it is. Now this one, okay, look carefully. One is a standard. Okay, one is the regulatory agency. A regulator agency, it regulates your industry. So does it have criminal implication? Okay, now regulation, this currently there's none, unless you went and do something crazy, false claim. Okay, false claim. Okay, so the standard is also a general advertising standard, no issue. So summary for you, you ensure your truthful social responsibility, and this is the first one. If you don't do this one correctly, you are having the problem with the regulatory agency. So if you have a problem with the agency, the few things they can do, they can report, okay, to the relevant authorities, and then maybe your SSM will be kicked out. Okay, truthful. Ad must not claim medicinal effect, because when you talk about clinical services and skincare, your skincare product is not medicine. I think you know, correct? So you must not claim any medicine effect, okay, or imply medical treatment or make claims. Like for example, let's say you're selling a cream for pimples, right? Pimple. You should not claim that yours is a medicine. That is very important. Okay. and you cannot use imaginary or wording, okay? Or you cannot suggest support from professional. Now, sometimes you have advertisement from the Sincare one, and then you got one doctor as an ambassador. You cannot do that, okay, unless the fellow agree with the permission of the medical council, okay? So you have to put very clearly, strictly for external use, okay? Because this is not medicine, okay? Fair competition, you must not say your competitor is good. I mean, your competitor is bad, and you are
Bad.
in certain countries, like in China, the law is very strict. You cannot say you are number one. Even though you are number one, you cannot say I'm the number one provider. But in Malaysia, it's a little bit blur. But in certain countries, like I say in China, you cannot claim that you are number one, even though you are number one. Okay, because it's considered as fair competition. So products wrongly advertised as having medicine, what pimple, for example, risk being regulated under this act now. So if you put your advertisement as a medicine, it won't be under skincare advertisement. It will be under this advertisement. So for this advertisement, it's all here. You must get a pre-approval. Okay, I hope this one you can understand. Any questions so far?
The thing about this advertisement, right, sir? Sometimes you wanna do you wanna you want to expose yourself in for example TikTok or Instagram because you want to do
Yeah.
some teaching. You want to tell patients, like for example you have a product for acne and the content in the product is salicylic acid, so you want to tell them that salicylic acid is
Okay.
very good for
Okay.
antibacterial and stuff. You know, it's
Yeah.
more of a teaching thing rather than claiming that your product is good. But how do we ensure
Yeah. It
that?
will be one of the response later on.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, under response 1B, not extra cash. This one is what? Advertising, isn't it?
Yeah.
Advertising. So under 2, the final comment is you ask your customer how they know about your clinic or skincare. Because once you ask them, right, you go back to this map, right, and are they here or they are not here? If many of your customers are not doing social, you don't need to do social media. What I'm saying is that these ages, what are their preferred media? But if your customers are not using any media, how do you know about your clinic? They don't know. They just walk in, or their father, mother ask them to come here, or their company is your panel clinic. There's nothing to do with media already. Okay, so I want you to don't simply spend money. Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's go to number 3. Now, let's talk about market advertisement involve third party, usually very pricey.
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at it. Now, I'm giving you in terms of US dollar. Okay, in case you are going to use you go to somewhere to do the advertisement. Okay, like for example, YouTube, you may have to pay. Okay, so this is a platform. Oh, actually, I put the color here so easy for you. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this is the platform: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Okay, I selected these 5 because of the the 333. These are the 333. Okay.
Yeah.
So where am I now? Okay, so now normally they will put like this. Okay, the average platform fee. This is based on 2026 latest benchmark. Okay, we are not even using 2025. So cost per click. Sometimes they use the word CPC. Okay, that means cost per click. Okay, so one click is $1. Okay, so average platform fee as an advertiser. No, you're not going in as a contributor. You're not a TikTok user, you're going as an advertiser, you understand?
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
what they charge you. Okay, cost per impression to go up. So estimated production cost, I will talk about estimated production cost a little bit here. Okay, so best for what kind of thing? Okay, so Genji, okay, Instagram, fashion, direct to business. Sometimes they use the word D2C. Okay,
Yeah.
D2C. Okay, and then you have other words like B2B. I think you understand, business to business.
Mhm.
And Facebook lead generation, targeting older demographic. This is the cost. So if you look at here, the production cost can be high, medium, high, medium, high, low. Okay, so the production cost outside of the above fee, outside of this platform fee, okay, your production cost, the money you need to pay to show the ad. So you may have professional video production. Okay, you may need to get somebody to go and shoot the video, put in the model lah, the jingle lah, the music lah. Okay, so this can be quite expensive from 1,000 to 20K RM. Okay, now I haven't talked about TV time, because a different time in TV got different. It's very expensive, and it comes in 10 seconds or 15 seconds. So it's very expensive. I think it's beyond your budget. But anyway, if you want, you can just ask the marketing people to check the price for, I don't know if you got TV3, you got TV8, there's so many things. Okay. Well, graphic design, not the video one, okay. For static posts, okay, like for example, Shopee, okay. So these are not video, so it can be from 200 to 1,000. Static posts means most likely is a URL, okay. So this is per asset. The asset means one production, when we use the word asset, okay. So it depends. This cost is rough estimate. It should be around there, okay. Now, how do you want to save costs? Okay, because they're going to pay a lot of money, okay, for advertising. First, you need to improve your creative strategy. What does that mean? When you do your ads, you feature your real customer. Okay, so if let's say, for example, you're skincare, and then you got a very loyal customer, ask them to come in. We will do a video shot, shooting on the customer. You don't have to pay model fee, and this one is genuine. Okay, okay. So so you can do this way. You don't need to hire a beautiful model. This is a real customer. Okay, and the other one is short form video, reels and TikToks. Okay, and because if you're putting long video, people switch channel, right? So short one, short one, roughly, short video will have 35% more engagement.
Right.
Don't think about making your advertisement, if it's more than 15 seconds, people change channel already. Okay, people change channel already. 10-second burst will be just nice one.
Just nice.
So get your real customer to come in. Okay, of course, they must agree, and then you give them some free sample product, right? That will save you from
Yes.
from hiring the actual model. And
Right.
when you get the real people come in, please write down what they are supposed to say, right? Maybe you can need to take a few ticks. We call it ticks. Tick one, okay. Action, okay. Action again, 2 or 3%. Okay, it gives them a very very authentic, not a very professional, because the customer, he also can buy. You're not a model, isn't it? So the actual people buy. Maybe I can consider buy. So this is a very good issue. I want you to consider a real customer. Okay, then optimize your audience targeting. Okay, upload your existing customer list in your advertisement. You can actually upload not the names, no. You can do a pie chart. Okay, how many are females, how many are male? Okay, or what is the age group? Right? Don't talk about income. In the advertisement, never talk about your customer income. Okay, okay. So you can think about the interesting demographic data, which you need to collect from your current, you see, when the people comes in, you ask for IC, isn't it? You put down the record, isn't it? Right? Address lah, IC number lah. Sometimes
Right.
you will also, right? You got age lah, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you will put in the income one, no?
No.
Right? If so, maybe you put the income or question, they don't answer you. But at least you got the age, okay, and you got the maybe occupation. Some of them will ask you to put occupation, and you may have the address.
Yeah.
So you can make in your advertisement the pie chart. This is my actual customer, okay, for my skincare, and let's listen to an actual customer. This is my data. Okay, this look at my actual real customer. You can feature 1 or 2, don't feature 10, crazy, right? Optimize. Okay, so upload your existing. I use the word customer list. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
The data.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Platform will find similar people now. You see, when you go into YouTube, when you go to YouTube and advertise, there are some very bad things that you can do. Okay, you can pay. You see, when you go to YouTube, I cannot remember the word already. I'm getting old already. So let's look at it. Okay, let's say you go to YouTube. Okay, YouTube, right? So YouTube. Oh, where is it? Okay. Okay, what does this come up? Oh, okay. Let's look at skincare. Okay. Skincare in Malaysia. Okay, we go to YouTube. Yeah, can you see why this one come first? Okay, why you don't come out? Okay, see, look at the view. Look, okay, so it's 35K view. Very good, isn't it? 1.4K also come out. See, because if you ask the customer to scroll down, you think he's so bothered to scroll down, right? Because here maybe got 1,000 line, you know, for all I know, right? Correct. So how does YouTube make this come first? Because it's easy, right? Lazy people will look at it on top first, right? It's not the number of views. The algorithm is the cloning in the YouTube, which advertisement to come out first. Okay, that is called the algorithm. You actually can pay YouTube extra. I cannot remember the word for it. Okay, you can pay YouTube extra to have your name come up on the top 10.
A search engine kind of thing.
Yeah. You can pay. You can pay YouTube. I cannot remember the word. I'm sorry, but you can pay that. That's why you got 1.4 come first. Can you see 1.4K? And here, 35K. We understand lah, right? 1.1K also. Now another way, okay, which you don't pay is the Chinese people. When they come out a Chinese product, you know what they do? They go and do an AI. They use AI, and they use AI to click your advertisement. So the number of views become millions. It's automatic. Use AI. So because so many views, right? The algorithm will also put them in front. Okay, because they're using AI, but I don't think you can use AI. Okay, right? Oh, this is crazy. Oh, can you see who read this one? 4.3 million. You know, Malaysia population is only 35, right? So it's every 1 hour 7 people will look at this view in Malaysia. 1 hour 7, you know how many old people and how many children and how many are males? Males are not going to look. So this is actually AI generated. You understand? Hello?
Yes.
You understand? That's
Yes.
AI generated one. So either is AI generated to kick off so many villain views, or you pay AI, you pay the media platform to have your names come out in front.
Come out, right?
Okay, because who's going to look at 120 views? Not so bad. Screen clinic, TTDI, avoid this popular serum, or whatever it is. Okay. Okay. So you can understand what I'm saying, huh?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So it's almost cheaper to show an ad to someone who has already visited your site than to find a brand new customer. What does that mean? Whenever
Uh-huh.
you have the current customers,
Uh-huh.
okay, and you want to do some advertisement,
Uh-huh.
you can always post the YouTube address in the counter, right in the piece of paper, put in the counter. Oh, you can see this advertisement. So sometimes they are curious, they will go inside and look at the advertisement.
Mm.
They can ask their friends to look. So current customer is the best chance for you because they are you can tap them to find their parents, best friend, or relative, so that more people come.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
that's what it means. Now, ad scheduling. Now, if you are skincare, who buy?
Mm-hmm.
Who buy? Females, correct? No, not the young children, the working adults. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe a little bit retired people.
right.
Be careful. If you are selling to youngers, those people are working now.
Mm.
So you don't do it in the normal office hours. You may have to pay more for nighttime or lunchtime. You understand?
Mm.
So maybe use anything to find when you're most likely to convert, maybe a Tuesday morning or Saturday night. Okay?
Mm.
And only be during those peak windows. You do not just okay lah, Monday to Friday, I just run this ad. What time? Okay, 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 9.02 2 minutes. Who is there to see ad? Right? Especially those TikTok ad. They got so many of them. They keep on coming in. You'll go crazy. Right? So please consider when to advertise your ad. That will save you money. So I hope to save your money, got step 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I cannot think of more right now. I
Okay,
hope you
okay.
understand.
Yes,
Any
yes.
question?
No, so far good, sir. No question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I will talk about 6 and 8 together.
Okay.
Okay. Selling package treatment, targeting the right clients. Okay. Now
Right.
mine is a little bit different.
Mm.
Okay. 6, 8 is get the customer and how to sell package. Okay. Now,
Mm.
first and foremost, sales and marketing is always got a 4 P's: the product, the price, the promotion, the place.
Mm.
Product, you know lah. What
Mm.
product? It can be a service, doesn't matter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Product or service, the price. The promotion is how you advertise or
Mm.
how people know your product, and the place, how you deliver to them, or you have a physical place for them to go and pick up the
Mm.
items or take
Mm.
up the service. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, you got 4 P's. Now, how to find your right client? Now, I think you got limited resources because everybody got limited resources. You may have limited resources as far as time or money or manpower, getting people, whether it's specialized people or just general manpower. You may have limited resources in terms of skills. Okay, like for example, you're doing a skincare, but you will not know anything about plastic surgery, right? So skills you need to, therefore you need to segment. The word segment means you need to break up the market. Okay, you
Mm.
need to break up the market. Now, there are a few things. Okay, I want to type it for you again right now. One is called the market development. Okay. Now the other one is called the market penetration. No, actually, this one go first one. Okay. Then the other one is called the cost leadership and the leadership. Hang on. And the last one is called diversification. Okay. As far as let's talk about skincare. Market penetration means the
Right.
Malaysian population. Okay. You want to have a more share. Okay, so we have, for example, in Malaysia, let's say we got 5 million potential customer, 5 million, 5 million people here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
5 million females buying skin. skincare. Now your percentage is 0.1%. You want to attack it to 0.2%. That is called market penetration. Okay. Market development is, can we increase from 5 million to, let's say, 7 million? Let's include in new type of customer. 5 million all ladies. Okay, another 2 million for guys. Okay, that is called market development. Okay, cost leadership means low cost, you kill everybody. So you don't have to worry about penetration, you don't have to worry about development. My cost is so low, I just kill everybody, all the competitors. Okay, the last one is called diversification, new product, new market. Okay, so new product, new market. Okay, let's say for example, nobody have make I don't know, let's say oxygen water for face cleaning. Okay, new product. Okay, okay, new product and new market. Not in Malaysia, maybe in Indonesia. Okay, this is the most dangerous. So, thinking about this way, how do you want to do your market segmentation? Why you need to do market segmentation? Because you are limited resources. Now, when you do your OTSW time, you will notice your weakness or threats. Those are the problems that you're having. These are the limited. And the opportunity may be inside the development or diversification. That's why I always ask you to do OTSW. Okay. But anyway, a good market segment for skincare has three things. There must be a clear skin problem. If there's no problem, why you have this product? Okay, so maybe the problem is an old problem or it's an entirely new problem, but there must be a problem. Second, customer must want to pay. The customer don't want to pay, what's the use? Okay. Third, you are a small player. Therefore, you want to do something big brands are not serving. For example, if you want to talk about what did my wife buy? Moisturizing cream. My wife, you know how many moisturizing cream around? So many brands, SK2 lah, don't know what brand lah, Simple lah. It's very difficult for you, no?
Yeah.
Right? If you can serve a segment that they are not serving very well, maybe cosmetic for very young children, cosmetic for very old people, cosmetic for people who die already. You want to put the cosmetic for them? These are new segments.
Yes.
Okay. You do not know until you look at the OTSW. Maybe you can try. Okay. Now, these are some of the normal one. Pimple, sensitive skin, aging, men's skincare. This the age. Okay. Natural, clean, halal, Muslim, climate specific. These are all the what? I don't know. They got a number one. P7 or something like that. Skin of color. So these are the normal one. You may want to select only some segment. You cannot do all. No. If you're a normal skincare, okay, let's look at Watson. You walk into Watson, okay, or you walk into Carling, right? Big pharmacy or whatever this, they got so many of them, all the various brands.
Yes.
So they are not specialized, but they are dealing with very common product for very common people. And to do that, they are selling in bulk. To sell in bulk, they want to buy in bulk. They want to buy in bulk to give to all their various, maybe 200 branches. You don't have 200 branches. You only got maybe one skincare small shop.
Right.
Right. So maybe you cannot sell the same thing as them because you're not buying in bulk. You don't get the discount. And your brand is not famous. Right. Why should I buy from you? Same price. Must well I go to buy from, what do you call that one? Big pharmacy, right? Or whatever pharmacy I buy, I can get points. Can you give points to your customer? Very difficult sometimes. Correct. So sometimes I thinking of for small company, you better try to think of places where big brands are not serving perfectly.
Mm.
Okay. So
There's a few issue also, sir. Like if I were to have my own product, it has to
yeah,
go through NPRA, and
yes, I
all these
understand that.
products are actually tested. Each and every product that we sell is tested, and we have to pay. So they have a minimum amount. For example, 500 products. So if
Yes,
I do
minimum
one
order
scheme,
quantity,
yes.
MOQ.
So if I load myself with 500, then I need to market it. So but by just sitting in the clinic, I cannot do that. So
Yeah,
I have to have a platform, either
yeah, I
Shopee or
understand.
somewhat. Yeah.
It will be
Mm,
answered in 4.9,
okay.
the next one.
The other thing is there are companies that are already selling products, like the distributor is already there. For example, maybe we can say a product like
Yeah.
Rejuren. Yeah,
They
they
already got
already
their
bring
own,
back.
they
Yeah,
already got their own distributor already, or they have their own franchisee already.
correct.
You
So
can't
they
even
can
disturb them
sell it.
also.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
sell it in clinics, but then there is a lot of problem selling their product because people just throw prices. You see, they sell on
Yes.
Shopee very cheap, and then in clinic we cannot
Yeah,
sell that product. So that's why I
yeah.
think having my
And
own
also,
brand
when you're
is
doing
better.
franchise, when you're doing franchising,
Mm,
you are not the franchisor, you're the franchisee. You are
yes,
actually making money for the franchisor.
right.
Then in return, they only give you very little bit, and then you have to follow all
Yes,
their rules and regulations some more.
exactly,
Okay, not a good
exactly.
deal. By the way, it will
Yeah.
be covered in the 446. I already
Okay,
understand what
okay.
you want already.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Okay.
Okay. All
So
right.
these are the product category: active, texture, and packaging. It's quite
Mm,
important, R&D, and this is a price point. Whether you are doing luxury, moderate, cheap. Okay. Now, one thing I want to say. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Okay. I give you a terrible example. Okay.
Okay.
Now, you know what's a Proton car?
Yes.
You know what's a BMW car?
Yes.
Which is a better quality?
Uh, deep. mm, Which is better?
Proton versus BMW. Come on.
I don't want to say BMW.
Why not? You should say BMW because it's charged higher, man.
It's
Correct?
expensive.
It is a wrong question.
Right.
You know why it's a wrong question?
Mm-hmm.
Proton selling cheap
Market, yeah.
is a Proton quality. You understand?
Right.
BMW is selling expensive is at BMW quality.
Quality,
We're
yes.
talking about different quality. So this kind of question, which is better, it should not come out. It's not a
Right.
correct question to ask.
Uh,
Same as your cosmetic.
mm,
Okay. Now, if Proton is making cheap car, suddenly Proton make a very expensive car cost you, let's say, 500,000 ringgit. Would you buy?
no.
Why? Because you associate Proton with cheap price. And if Proton suddenly make one car that is charged about 500,000, you hesitate. You will say, if I'm going to pay 500,000, might as well I buy a BMW. Correct?
Exactly.
Okay, now, the other way around. Okay? BMW company, they have been making car, they have been selling 500,000. Suddenly, BMW early in the morning want to make one car, small BMW, cost you 30,000. Would you buy?
Yes.
No, you will not buy because you scare people laugh at you. Hey, you got no money to spend 500,000. You don't buy a 500,000 BMW and you want to buy a cheap BMW for 30K, you don't
Exactly.
buy.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That means when you started the business, you must be very clear about which segment you want to do because it's very difficult to move to another segment. Okay, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Do you know what's Lexus?
Yes.
You know what's Toyota?
Yes.
What's the other one? You know what's Daihatsu?
Yeah.
They are all owned by the same people.
Mm.
Why does Toyota have Daihatsu? Because Daihatsu make cheap
Cheaper.
cars. And Toyota, they want to be a family car. But why does Toyota want to have Lexus? Because they want to make super
Luxury.
expensive car. So they cannot put the super expensive Toyota inside the Toyota family. That's why they have 3. Lexus, Toyota, and Daihatsu.
Mm.
They're the same owners. That's the key. So when you are doing,
Mm.
now maybe too late already, I set up your business already, unless you go for a new line, you must be very clear from the very beginning, because it's very expensive to change. Okay, and if you change from cheap to expensive, people complain because, oh, now you want to have more profit. When you change from expensive to cheap, you know what they say, your quality go down. That's the issue. So anyway, if you look at the expensive, moderate, cheap, or package deal, okay, so under this category, additive ingredients, just for your, well, I don't know, some of them, retinol, vitamin C, I think you should know more than me, can be greasier. So this is the normal price. Now, you always have a problem. I always see this kind of problem. How do you know what the product that the customer wants to buy?
Mm.
Okay. Now, under the skincare,
Mm.
you identify the primary skin goal.
Right.
Maybe you got 3. Are they looking to
Yes.
prevent aging, treat
Right.
pimples, or maintain hydration, glow?
Yes.
What the one? Moisturizer. I know all this. Then you focus on the point. The point is the pain point. What is the one thing you would change about your skin today if you could? Ask your customer, potential customer, what do you want to change about your skin? Is it prevent aging, treatment, or maintain? Once you know what they want, hopefully your product can solve this problem.
Mm.
If not, you don't purposely go and ask them to buy.
Mm.
Okay, I'll give you an example of Apple computer, Apple handphone.
Mm.
Long ago, Apple salesman, there is no, not Apple handphone, Apple computer.
Mm.
Okay, in US, the Apple computer shop, they don't sell Apple. Strange, isn't it? They
Mm.
sell solution. So when you walk into the Apple computer shop in US,
Mm.
when you see the salesman, he will ask you what's your problem, and he will tell you, for this problem, my Apple can solve, or for your problem, my Apple cannot solve. I think you should go and look for brand XYZ at that place. Now, why does the salesman do like that? Doesn't the salesman want to sell? No. In Apple, salesmen don't get sales commission.
Mm.
Okay? There's no sales commission for salesmen for Apple computer in US. They get a fixed salary, and they make sure they get good salary.
Mm.
So what does Apple is thinking? Apple is thinking differently. When customer comes in, we try to solve their problem, and because of that, the customer trusts Apple. And even if Apple salesman is not pushing, the customer want to buy Apple computer. That is the key. Can you understand how
Yes.
it's different? They are offering solution. So your skincare, can you do that? I'm offering solution. I'm not pushing for the sales. Now, I don't pay commission to my salespeople. So they are there to solve skin problem. If my product no good, okay, my people will say, maybe you should try SK2. Huh?
Mm.
Try Elizabeth Arden. They even say like that, no. But if you do like that, what happened to the customer? Of course, customer go to SK2. But the next day, the customer remember how good you are, how truthfully you are. They may come back and see you, and that's where you can get repeat buys. Entirely different logic. Okay. But anyway, for you, determine the skin type. Okay. What oily, dry, combination. Does your skin react or turn red? That's what you normally say anyway. Audit your current routine. Ask, check for it. Ask what they are already using. You don't want to sell them vitamin C serum if they already have a full bottle at home.
Yes.
Don't waste your time.
Mm.
Okay. Now, if you condemn them Okay, you ask, hey, what are you doing? Oh, say, oh, now I'm using SK2, vitamin C serum. If your people open their mouth and say this is a very bad thing, you know what the customer say? You're condemning me. You're thinking I'm stupid. That's why I buy the stupid thing, isn't it? So straight away, the fellow become defensive already.
Yes.
So you don't, when you train your salespeople, there are actually correct way of training your salespeople. You'll never teach your salespeople to condemn other people's product. Because
Yes.
once you condemn other people's product in front of the customer who already bought in the last time, they feel, hey, you're saying I'm stupid, is it? That's why I buy last time. this is this is pure common sense. Okay? Look for product conflict. If they say their skin is turning, breaking out, check if they're over exfoliating or mixing or whatever it is. I'm not too sure. Okay, I hope you know. Okay? Okay? Then this one, lifestyle habit, step count. Are you a 10-step routine or wash and go person? This may be important. Okay?
Okay.
Environment, do they work in an aircon office, dehydration or outdoors, so require higher SPF? Must be 7, I think my wife say. Texture, preference, they prefer rich, creamy, weightless, water-based, whatever. These are some of the things you need to know what they want to buy. Okay, what they want to buy, then you can now move to the next step of selling them. Okay, you can then move to the next step of selling them. So first, you must do the segment. So if your segment is working girls, so their salary not huge one, right? But you still need to know what is the problem with their skin. You can talk to them, right? And then your product is for middle-aged girls. Now, if a rich lady comes in and your product is not so good, you better be honest. Don't ask the rich lady to pay. Okay? Because the rich lady will say, no, I only use SK2. I just come in just to have a look-see. Okay, it's fine. Okay? Don't try to change him. Okay? The reason is because your product is not going to be as good as SK2. And if you say your product is going to be as good as SK2, he buy already, she buy already, she will talk to all her friends, all her network. Okay, one TikTok video, you are dead already, your company. Right? That's what I mean. Okay?
Okay.
Now, we go to the next one. Selling cleaning product services online. Do you sell in Shopee? What is the best price to put for anything?
Yes.
Okay, now, again, selling factor is by the 4 Ps. I already talk about product, we talk about price. When you talk about price, it is actually based on customer value perception. Now, what does that mean? Is the product what the customer wants to buy? Is the price what the customer want to pay? So now I ask you, doctor, I ask you, okay? Now, you go to supermarket, okay? You look around some product. You look at the price, correct? And then
Yes.
you say whether it's got value or no value.
Right.
To you, right? And then, of course, you check your wallet, got money or not. Right? So you check your money, got wallet, this product, the salespeople talk so nicely to me, okay, so maybe I want to give a try. Or I always buy this product, so I just buy, you know? Now, your question is how to fix the price.
Right.
That's where you go wrong. Wrong method. This is the cost. Do the customer, when you go and buy a product, do you care what the cost is, no? The supplier cost? Do you? When you want to buy that particular product, okay, let's say, for example, you see a shampoo, right? Do you think the producer of this shampoo, what is their cost? You don't think, correct? You don't care what is their profit. You only care what is the selling price.
Yes.
So you, the customer, are not interested in the producer cost and profit. You only look at this price. This is the price. This formula is the seller thinking, not the customer who is doing the paying. Many people follow this method. It's convenient. Okay, it's convenient. I know my cost. I want 20% profit or 50% profit. This is my price. And then you put up there. But this is the wrong thinking. Because this thinking is the seller thinking. not the buyer thinking.
Mm.
Does the buyer care about your cost and profit? So what's it going to
No.
do with him? They only look at this price. We call this customer value perception. Now, on top of this, you know what's another problem because of this? Another problem is very simple. Okay, I know how to make skincare product.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I'm best in making skincare product. So I start a business with skincare product.
Mm.
Sounds logical, but you
Mm-hmm.
must think carefully. If your shop is in one place, only got guys, there's no ladies one.
Mm.
No matter how good your skincare product, you cannot sell. It's like, for example, I see very often when let's say one fella very good in the mee bandung. Okay, the burger very good at cooking mee bandung. So he opened a shop mee bandung. But if that area nobody eat mee bandung one, or then eat the porridge lah, or wonton mee lah, or thosai lah, nobody eat mee bandung. I don't care how good you are.
Mm.
I don't care how cheap you are. They don't buy.
Yeah.
Because the customer only buy based on customer value perception. Now, what is customer value perception? The correct method, the sales price. Whether the price at the clinic, at the store, at Shopee, or agent, you now have to determine by market research, by questionnaire, by competitor observation, what is the price that the customer want to pay for that particular segment at that particular type of product. This one you want to find out. If you don't find out this one, how are you going to do the customer perception? This is what the customer want to pay. You have no choice one. Right? Now, different prices is okay. I don't care whether it don't need to be the same price as clinic or store or Shopee. We want to know the price at Shopee that the customer in Shopee wants to pay. We want to know the price at the clinic the walking customer wants to pay. You understand? How to get that? You need to determine, okay, by market research. This is the tough job. You can get from questionnaire, you can observe, you can get market researcher to do it for you. This minus the profit. Now, what is this profit? This profit sometimes is what? No? On top here, what the wrong method. Oh, you think should be 50%. My competitor also 50%. Okay, all along I like 20%. This is only thinking only, no. The profit here should be under correct method. Oh, I should put yellow color. Okay, the correct price, correct profit is the amount you need for further expansion plus paying reasonable dividend. Or if you've got a bank loan, the bank loan interest must be added in. Okay. Sales minus profit is your target cost. It's different from here, cost at the top. Here is the target cost. So your work is now how to reduce your current cost to the target cost. That's the key. So if the actual cost is higher, so if this cost is higher and this price cannot change because it's market control, your profit will be lesser. So you should not be thinking, hey, what is the profit? Is it 10 or 20%? That is a very wrong thinking. Because to the customer, they don't care about this two one. They only care about this price one. So if that's the case, we work from the very beginning. The price was minus the profit that you want. Then this is the target cost. Your job is to reduce your current cost to the target cost. That's the key of running business. Why does many company close down? It's because of this method. And you know what happened, no? They put the cost, they put the profit, then the sales price. And then they try to sell, and then the marketing people cannot sell. They sack the marketing people, bring in the new marketing team. You understand? Still cannot sell. You know what they do? Buy one, free one. Give discount. It's not the correct way to run business. The correct way to run business is to understand this one. And this may change because of political, economic, social, and technology. So you have to monitor this. Okay, this also may change. You may want to have more money for expansion. Right? So what is your job? Don't get wrong. Your job is to try to reduce your current cost to the target cost.
Yes.
Is that understood?
Yeah. Yes.
Many people won't teach you this one because they don't know. That's why many companies fail. You walk into a shop. You walk into a shop and you say, oh, this shop is very expensive. I'm not going to come here again. Right? Why? Because they follow this formula, the wrong method. But if the owner of the shop has done their homework, what is the price that the customer for that particular segment, okay, wants, for that particular quality that they want? Customer come in, they will buy already. Okay, now I don't know how you do your clinic. Is it okay? If your price is correct, then no need to give discount one. You understand? That's the key.
Right.
So if Shopee asks you to give discount, you say, I don't give discount because I already do my homework. I know what the price that Shopee customer wants to pay. That's it. What is your job? Your job is very simple. How to reduce your current cost to the target cost.
Okay.
You never heard from people. You never heard such thing before. Have you heard of such thing before?
No. No.
You know why?
Yeah.
Those people who know don't tell you. Those who don't know will all the time follow the wrong method. That's all.
Yes.
And they don't understand why the business fail. They don't understand. They say they try very hard. When you are the seller, you are trying very hard. So what? The customer don't care whether you try very hard. They don't care what's the cost of your skincare. They don't care the cost of. They don't care how much you're talking to your contractor, the MOQ lah, how many quantity must build, must buy. Okay, they don't care. If I go to your skin shop, I don't care about your MOQ. I don't care about your whatever your pricing you pay to them lah. What is your cost? Your rental cost is, I don't care. I only care and see that skincare product. This is the value I want to pay. And luckily I got money. So I pay. That's all it. It's a very simple, it's the same logic as you when you walk into the shopping center or when you go anywhere to buy anything.
Yeah.
So why don't you follow that logic? The key is here. This is the key, not this key. This is not the key. This is you can find easily. You can determine by market research. You can look at around your competitor. You can observe. You can do questionnaire. Especially if it's a new product, entirely new product, you do not have any comparison. You may have to do market research. Okay, let's say, for example, tomorrow we make a flying car. A flying car. Nobody made flying car before. So there's no comparison. The customer don't even know they want to buy a flying car. But you already make a flying car. So what do you do now? Right? So you have to do market research and see possibility, use statistical tools. What is the reasonable price to charge? This is the easy part. Okay? Just to get the data. This is not so difficult. This is the difficult part. You know why? Because this one you have to do it every day. How to reduce cost? And then every time your people want to increase salary, at least inflation 3%. So how are you going to reduce? This is the tough part.
Right.
And how good you are is this part. Okay, how good you are is this one. I highlight this one. Don't do the other way around. So now, what we have learned? Oh, 5:30 already. I need to go back. Okay, we have learned up to 4:09. We still got a few more. Maybe we do next week. Okay. So what have you learned? What product to sell is also through market research. Right. What price to sell is also through
market research.
But what price to sell now create problems for you to control your costs. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, when I say you use this method, We are not talking about a single product, you know.
Yes.
We are talking about, let's say you skincare, you got 20 product, 20 bottle, all different size, all different type, maybe suntan, shampoo, whatever it is, right? For that market segment, okay, what is the price for each? Okay? Then you times the quantity. Where is the quantity come from? Come from your forecast. Here comes the art already. How much you think you can sell? You can base historical records. Okay? Or sometimes you may have a rough guide. Okay? So quantity times the sales price each give you the total sales amount. Understand? What about this profit? You calculate now. Okay, next year I need to renovate the building now. Okay, how much it's going to cost lah? How much dividend I want to pay lah? Right? Normally, this one is based on bank loans if you got, or dividend that you have, you need to plow it back, or maybe also add some money, cash that you want to keep in the bank for emergency usage. Right? This is the profit side. Okay, minus. So this sales grand total minus this your cost. Now go and break down your actual cost, fixed cost, variable cost, add up. Does it tie back to this target cost for the whole shop? If it doesn't tie back, what are you going to do? You have to think of a way to reduce cost or increase the sales price, which is a no-no, very difficult. Customer don't accept, or you may have to reduce your profit. If you reduce your profit, what happened? You cannot pay so good dividend. You cannot do expansion. You understand? That's why I say this is the difficult part.
Reduce.
Okay,
Get
how to do cost. Okay, how to do cost reduction. Okay, there are certain techniques to teach. Okay, sorry, I'm not asked to teach you that. Okay, so far I've done up to here. I think got another few more. What is that? How to make client happy. Low wages, ways to retain staff. You're not going to like that. How to get staff involved, sense of belonging, promoting own skincare, own clinic, allow staff to use skincare. So it's all written here. I was saying this far can go through, no issue.
Okay.
We'll stop here at this wrong method and right method. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Then we will continue lah.
Okay.
So
We'll
just
do it.
wait for a while. Where am I now? Skincare, YouTube, personal loan, and entitlement. Oh, here. Hang on. I need to stop the recording. Hang on. Oh, sorry. Is there any question you'd like to ask me?
No, right now I'm okay, clear.
Okay, you're quite clear, huh? Okay, you'll notice